Hey friends, happy Thursday. Let's get warmed up. Running or marching in place. Adding in the arms. We got the legs today. And you probably can tell, but I do not have out any weights, and that is because we will not be using any weights today. Our first 3 moves require 0 equipment. Our second set of moves are all with a band around our thighs. And then we're going to repeat set number 1 for the burnout round. Okay, let's kick out in front of us, hand opposite leg. First 3 moves. Warrior pose, yoga squat, and a surrender to squat. I know. Second set of moves, Kang squat. I feel I'm going to have a lot of mixed reviews on today. Calf raises and a banded seated abduction. Let's do some shallow squats. And like I said, we will do those 0 equipment moves the first round again for the burnout round. Now, every time we do surrender to squat, I get not very nice messages, which is okay. I'm fine with that. That means I'm probably doing my job. Let's put our hands on our legs. We're going to slide down as we push our hips back and pull up. And I don't mean literally mean. People aren't being mean to me, guys. That's not what I'm saying. But you know, there's the comments of like, man, I hate those things like that. 3, 2, 1, warrior pose, friends. So one foot pointed out, other foot pointed forward. Lean into it, arms out, engage those arms. And every time I tell y'all, as much as you may dislike that move, there is probably no other move in this program that is going to be beneficial as we age as the surrender. Okay? Because if you think about how many times you get up and down off the floor, switch those feet, friends, lean into the other leg. How many times we're going to get up and down off the floor. And as we get older, we want that independence, right? We want to be able to get up from chairs. We want to be able to get up from the floor to all the things we've always been able to do. That is the move we need to do, okay? So if you're struggling with it right now, keep at it, okay? Do your best. Anybody who has been in this program for a while can tell you, you will get stronger. You will be able to complete it. 3, 2, 1, yoga squat, feet close together. We're gonna hook those hands. Come deep down to that squat if you can. Rotate those hands out and back in. But you will get stronger, and it will come with more ease and time. Doesn't ever really get easy per se, but I promise it is super beneficial for us to do the move, which is why we will do it probably at least every few weeks, okay? Almost there. Three, 2, 1, surrender to squat. So we're gonna step back and kneel down, up, up, squat, and start with the opposite leg. Now I said, probably gonna have mixed reviews because I know I also have some moves in this workout that people really like. Tried to be a little bit nicer, you know. But I knew putting both the surrender to squat and the Kang squat in this workout, it's gonna earn me some comments. It's fine. Bring it on. I'm good with it. Hate me today, you'll love me later. Three, 2, 1, 30-second break, friends. Whew. It's a good start. Deep breaths here. We're going to do that again. We're going to go back into that warrior pose, so foot pointed out, out and at an angle, other foot forward, lean into that leg and hold that position, friends. As always, if you like these first couple moves, make sure you check out Yoga with Angel. She is much more knowledgeable in the yoga field than I am, obviously, but I do like these moves. So you'll see them from time to time. They will be gone after this week, just FYI. We've been doing them for a couple weeks now. 3, 2, 1. Other leg. Keep breathing, keep those arms up. Core is engaged. Three, 2, 1. Bring those feet together. Got a yoga squat. Press those hands out, get deep down if you can. If you cannot, you can stay up higher in the squat, that's fine. Way over halfway done. A few more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Surrender to squat. Let's do it. If you ever forget which side you're on, just pick a side and go from there. Just try to switch back and forth best you can. I forget all the time. Over halfway done. Almost there. Three, 2, 1. 30-second break. All right, friends, one more time, that warrior pose. One foot out, one foot forward, lean into it, arms out. So a little bit back, it was just, I don't know, maybe last week or the week before, I can't remember exactly when, we talked about a scarcity versus abundance mindset, and I feel like I need to go over this a little bit because it's going to make sense for what we're going to talk about today. And you know, I talked about when you restrict yourself from stuff, it creates this scarcity in your brain, right? Rotate those feet, other side. And essentially what happens is you tell yourself over and over and over again, you can't have, insert whatever food you want here, right? Cake, ice cream, chocolate, potato chips, whatever it is. You tell yourself you cannot have it, it is not for you. And then anytime you are around it, you will lose your mind, right? Because you have created this story in your brain. 3, 2, 1, yoga squat. You created this story in your brain that you got to eat it all, right? You got to eat it all now because who knows the next time you will be able to have this food, right? And I told you all, if you have not tried it yet and you still have these negative thoughts towards foods, right? So whatever that food is for you all, that you might try. I'm not exactly sure what it's called. We'll call it, for the sake of this, like exposure therapy, right? When you just eat it, whatever that food is, you eat it pretty consistently for a while until it's no longer exciting, right? There's no longer the stigma around it. You don't have this scarcity mindset of I can never have that because you've had it for several days in a row. You've told yourself you could have it 3, 2, 1. And what happens over time is you no longer have this scarcity mindset around this food, right? So then when you go to a wedding and there's a wedding cake, you can have a piece, no big deal, right? You don't have to have 7 pieces because you don't know if you'll ever get it again, right? You can have a piece, move on with your life. Now, that is going to tie into what we were going to talk about here in just a little bit. I got to kind of focus on these right now because my switching back and forth is not going well, I don't think. But I feel like you all needed to know that. So in case you were not around for that first talk, you will know what I'm talking about. 3, 2, 1. Nice job, friends. 30-second break. Woo, friends. Oh, we need a band on. Pop a band on around those thighs. Cloth band preferably. If you do not have a cloth band, I would suggest looking into getting one. They're very handy. All right, friends, we got a king squat. So I'm gonna put pressure on that band. You're gonna come down to that squat. If you can, even deeper, raise those hands, come up, but do not come straight up. We don't wanna come up all the way out of the squat. We wanna keep our hips back, right? We never come up any higher than this. Versus abundance mindset. It's not something I made up. It's an actual thing. Okay? So, if you feel like you need to look more into that, 3, 2, 1, keep pressure on that band. We're going to come up onto our tiptoes and lower down for calf raises. You can do more research on that. If you feel like that's something you struggle with, you want more information, you can absolutely look it up. Almost there, friends. Make sure you're breathing. Make sure you're keeping pressure on that band. Make sure your knees are facing forward. Three, 2, 1. Come on down to the ground. We are going to put our hands back. Feet are going to be close together. We are going to press those legs out and resist coming together. This is the whole move right here. But you might be like, Ash, feels pretty easy. Sneaky. Especially because when you press out, you want to hold it for a couple seconds. So maybe 1, 2, 3, and then resist coming back in. Over halfway done. Make sure that core is engaged. Three, 2, 1. Awesome job. 30-second break. Stand up. At some point during these 30 seconds, you can take a second if you need to. Okay. So, let's talk about the message for today. It says, add, don't restrict. So, like I said, I just kind of talked about that scarcity mindset versus abundance mindset and kind of how you can start working towards that. We're going to start with that king squat, friends. Push on that band. Now, if you kind of do that thing where you eat the food that you think you can't have and you're kind of past that point, or maybe you're like, Ashley, I don't really have anything that, you know, that restrictive or that serious. I don't know how I want to say that, but you know, maybe you do try to get to your fitness goals through restriction, right? You try to, oh my gosh, this feels like forever. Keep going, friends, we're almost there. Maybe you try to cut out certain foods, or maybe, gotta finish this. 3, 2, 1, calf raises. Keep pressure on that band. Up, lower down slowly. Maybe you feel like, you know, you watch too much TV, or maybe you feel like you drink too much soda, whether that's regular, diet, whatever. We can even do coffee. It doesn't matter. It's something that you feel like maybe is too much and you cannot get to your goals. Man, my balance today. Whew. You cannot get to your goals unless you cut these things out. That is the only way, right? I am going to offer an alternative solution here that I think might work better than trying to cut out carbs or cut out fat or cut out soda or cut out TV or chocolate or whatever, right? 3, 2, 1, come down to the ground. What if instead of trying to cut out, we added in more good? So instead of, man, I need to cut out this TV show, we switched our mindset to, you know, I'm going to watch that TV show while I'm walking on the treadmill, right? We didn't cut out the TV show. We added in a healthy habit of walking during the show. And not only that, it's probably going to make the walking go way faster if you're doing something you actually want to do, right? Instead of cutting out all chocolate, maybe we take a couple pieces of Hershey's Kisses, we blend it up, get it into little bitty chunks, and add it into some yogurt or add it into a chocolate protein shake, right? 3, 2, 1. Instead of focusing on cutting out soda, maybe we say, I'm going to drink a cup of water before I have a soda, right? Therefore, just kind of taking up more time drinking water. And every time you drink said glass of water, you can have a soda, but I guarantee your soda consumption is going to go way down if you're spending most of your time drinking water. You understand what I'm saying here? King squat, friends, one more time. So it's not that we are getting rid of anything or restricting, because we already know our brain really doesn't do well with that anyway. But what if we added enough good things that it kind of just phased out some of those things that maybe are kind of hurting us with reaching our goals because it's in excess, right? I feel like this is a much healthier mindset. I feel like our brain is going to have an easier time allowing us to add in good things as opposed to, well, now I'm never eating a carb ever again. You know, what's the likelihood that you're actually going to stick to that? Pretty low, right? No, I'm not talking about if it's for medical reasons. If you have medical reasons you can't eat carbs, that's a completely different thing. But another thing, 3, 2, 1, calf raises. If you have a favorite snack that you feel is like, well, it's not very nutritious, maybe it's potato chips. Instead of trying to cut out potato chips, let's pair it with a protein. Okay, so then we're just kind of creating more balance. Maybe we put it with some beef jerky or a cheese stick or a protein drink or something like that, right? So we're not cutting it out. We are pairing it with something that's more satiating, because then the likelihood that you're going to just keep eating and eating and eating it goes down, because if you're eating protein with it, you're going to get fuller faster, right? It's going to be more satisfying. 3, 2, 1. Come on down, one more time. Seated hip abduction. So hopefully, if you are somebody who has a history of restricting or trying to cut things out or telling yourself that you can't have something that you really like, you will find this helpful. I found that it has been highly beneficial for me as opposed to just cutting things out, right? I'll tell you all right now, I love soda. I love it. And if you're like, well, what kind of soda, Ashley? All soda. All right, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I am not one of those people, if I don't have it for a long time, I'm like, oh, I don't even like it anymore. It doesn't even taste good anymore. That's not me. Okay, it tastes just as delicious as the last time I had it, and I love soda. Now, something I have done. 3, 2, 1. I do have 0, we can pop this off. I do have either diet or 0 sugar soda now. And then typically I have one with lunch, and I know I'm getting one with lunch, so I don't really feel the need to have one in the morning because I know one's coming at lunch, and I put my creatine in it. So I am pairing something good with something good, honestly, but something that may not be super nutritious for me, but I'm pairing it with something that is beneficial for my body, right? So it's just little things like that. Okay, warrior pose, friends. Do this first set one more time. That can make a big difference, because if I enjoy doing it, I'm gonna keep doing it, right? And creatine, if you want to talk to me about creatine, I'll talk to you about it. But it has 0 flavor. There's no flavor to it whatsoever. I did at one point mix it in with my pre-workout, switch those feet, other side. I found out that creatine mixed with caffeine actually is kind of hard on your stomach. So I switched it to the sugar-free Sunkist because it doesn't have any caffeine in it. But I took something that I really enjoy, and it's just a way for me to get that habit in of taking my creatine, not even really thinking about it a whole lot, right? It's just something I do. I paired it with something I wanted to do. Now it gets done every day. 3, 2, 1, yoga squat. And guys, this stuff, like this type of mindset, this type of habits was not natural to me. This has formed over several years of, well, maybe I'll try this and maybe I'll try that. It's really a trial and error thing. I have done this with several other things and it didn't pan out, right? But I have found a lot of things that really work for me, and that's the key to success, is trying things and figuring out how you can make it work for you, right? Three, 2, 1. Oh, surrender to squat. One more time. stronger and you want to keep doing the workouts, you do not have to. I talk about that often, but if you want to, this is a good workout to save. All you need to take is a band. You got your leg workout for the week, right? So just save the link in your phone or something like that. You can always do it again later. Let's bring that leg over top of the other one, sit back in that figure 4. And what I'm talking about with the vacation thing, other side, is I'll often have people ask me, like, how do I keep up with my workouts while I'm on vacation? And I'll ask, well, do you plan on being active on your vacation? Are you playing sand volleyball? Are you going on hikes? Are you, swimming and stuff like that? Well, yeah, that's your workout, guys, okay? Doing that for a week and being able to come back, go ahead and sit back in that figure 4 and jump back into your workouts is a really good sign of self-confidence. Having confidence in yourself that you can kind of step back on vacation. All right, let's bring those feet together. Step back on vacation. Get in your movement other ways. And then coming back to the workouts, 3, 2, 1. Once you're back home, it's a big step, okay? Now, if you're taking some type of vacation where you are constantly sitting for days or hours or whatever, then yes, you should probably get in some type of movement, but that's kind of a different type of vacation, right? Right. Okay, friends. Good job today. I will see you all tomorrow for arms. I will see you then.